Akai music.
Wow! That is just unbelievable, man.
That's hot.
Nice. Wow. It's wicked.
It's like perfect in every single way. I can't get my head around it. Like, it's like every MPC beat maker's dream is in this machine.
Honestly, there is no comparison really.
I think these are great, and I think it's going to take people back, and because it's about how you convince the younger lot to you go back to using this. Because everyone's on this kind of like, a lot of people I know, the younger kids, they don't even have a MIDI keyboard. You know, everything's just done with their mouse. You know, so it's just about kind of getting that, and I think this way you'll kind of get people into going back into the Akai and the way drums should sound, and then from there they'll come back to that.
See, me as a producer as well, I'm used to carrying my 4000 around.
Right, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's I've got a big flight case which is massive, but just I need to do that because, you know, that's the...
Yeah.
This would be no problem having a flight case and carrying this around. It's still really light. Whereas this now, it's just like, it's just perfect, man.
What I love about it, I love the way that it kind of has a sound, and it kind of never sounds the same on anything else. Like if I sample a kick from a machine, when it comes into the MPC and comes out of it, it sounds totally different and more grungy, more grimy, and you know. So you could play you can make a whole pop beat on an MPC, but it's got the grime sound of it.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of separated me using the MPC to anything else.
Yeah. Everybody's been talking about it. Do you know what I mean? It's, you can take the other controllers and all that stuff, get rid of them. Do you know what I mean?
There was always this thing about, especially in the Jamaican sound, you know, like doing dancehall and reggae. Sly Dunbar, you know, a reggae legend. He used the MPC. He's one of the first people in reggae to use the MPC, and his sounds, it just always sounded better than everybody else's. And I remember speaking to him about it, and it was like, not only is it the sound that you get, but it's also the groove, and that's, you know, obviously like with the Gorillas and other, you know, bigger projects, we'd always use the MPC because it's just got that groove. It's just got that biggest drum sound than you know, than you can possibly get. Even for me, the way I have to EQ my stuff now using Logic and the MIDI keyboard, I wouldn't have to drive it so much if I use the MPC.
Whatever you could imagine you could do with an MPC, you've actually done it. That's so dope. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. you got me hooked on it, man. Like, wow.
I'm really pleased this is here. I'm really pleased this is kind of what you guys are coming with. The hardware, you know, actually having that extra hardware is that's gonna be a big thing for a lot of people.
It's not about the cards anymore. Is it all about your hard drive on your computer,
save it on the
basically?
computer, yeah. You can plug external hard drives in, like let's say,
and back it all up as well.
Let's say you have a friend who also has one. You could just, all you need to do is take your thumb drive with you. You know, plug it into this guy, and then all the projects will load correctly.
Wow.
Like 90% of the most amazing hip-hop beats that have been made have probably been made on some variant of the MPC, and that's been true for a long time. But I don't think it's fair to say that if people are making music that's outside of that they won't be aware that that's the case. I think a lot of the people that make the kind of music that I make, particularly, which is non-specific, is that they will be, you know, they'll be listening to hip-hop, and they'll be reading about how people, you know, like I mentioned DJ Shadow to you earlier, you know, they'll be fully aware that that was kind of his big tool when he was introducing together and then all the subsequent stuff. So, I mean, as I say, it's not really answering your question, because I think everyone has basically a different idea of what they want to be doing live. But I can't see anything about that is immediately making me think that they wouldn't be up for it.
Because I like to have stuff, you know, I can see the list.
Yeah.
Because even in my Logic and stuff now on my computer, I've got like all my drum stuff in files. So I've got like it's like I've got a folder with 500 kick drums, and I can scroll down. You know, I can see it instead of going 1-1. You know, like again, it's just that speed where I need to be like da 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 da.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like that. I think like this feels like the perfect way of integrating a software, which is what I like, the speed, but then having the, you know, the feel of touching it. It's almost like when you're doing automation and you wanna, even on my little MPK, you know, I'm with the, you know, knobs and I'm drawing in the modulation and stuff. It's having that feel of it instead of it, you know, you're drawing it in and you don't feel that kind of, you know, attachment to it, and that's what I really like about, you know, having that. And I think now this feels to me like I can, it's like the speed's there.
I love it. I love the size of it. I love the way it looks. I love the way that, you know, just whatever you have in your head, your beat, you're gonna be able to do. Whether it's a whole mixtape with all your tracks together, you're gonna be able to just manipulate everything so easy.
Yeah.
Wow.
As a musician that might pick it up and say, okay, well, why would I convert? Why would I have to move? Why would I have to, you know, this has just so much more functions, plus the original sound, plus a new sound and a new look, and yeah, there's a lot of good things.
The thing about the MPC is the speed. That's the whole thing. The speed at which you can knock up something and have fun. And the big kind of argument that most people I know have, and the big problem is that, you know, when you're doing things on computers, sometimes by the time you've actually found the sound, or, you know, by the time you got the idea together, you forgot what it was you were doing in the first place.
And I think it will inspire a lot of people to kind of go back to kind of, you know, making beats instead of finding beats.
Something like this, is it what you want? You know what I mean? So it's that's blown my mind actually. Yeah. It's actually made me excited. Yeah. Like I'm really
The biggest thing for me was just touching it, and it's like, and just being able to use it straight away. You know what I mean? It just felt exactly like an MPC. That's really was just the thing that kind of for me was just the killer. It's just like, it just felt, well, it is an MPC, but it just felt like just like what I know.
But hip hop wise, this is just like, it don't get no better than this, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys gonna do next, man?